So it feels like summer in Birmingham, Alabama, and heat will be a factor down on the turf. And it's the home field of the Stallions, where Zora Stevenson is standing by with their head coach and Skip Holtz.
Coach, a rematch of the 2022 USFL Championship. Given all you know about this Philly team, what's the paramount focus this afternoon?
Well, we know it's going to be a heck of a football game. Bart's done a great job with this team. They're #1 in the North. They've won a lot of football games, and he's done a great job. So we know it's going to be a heck of a ball game. Both games have been one-score games that we've played so far. So I think we're in for a doozy today. I don't know the product's going to look as good as that outfit that you're wearing today, but we're looking for it. We're trying to build to that.
Appreciate it, Coach. You're #1 in the South, led by your quarterback, Alex Magoo, who plays backyard football, like you all like to say. How do those skill sets elevate your offense?
Well, he uses his feet, he uses his mind, he uses his arm. He's kind of a three-headed monster back there. And like a year ago, I think he was really athletic, but right now he's doing a really good job of playing quarterback. He's taking what the defense gives him. Proud of the way he's played. We got to keep it going today.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
All right, Coach said it. We're in for a doozy today.
Let's get it.
On the other side, it's Bart Andrus, Philly head coach, longtime offensive-minded coach, been in the NFL, been in college football. He's a veteran of these spring leagues, though, has a special scheme. It's all about the players in space, throwing the football around the yard, and he shares that same cool demeanor as his quarterback in Case Cookus, and of course they came up just short in that championship game a season ago, and they are out for revenge. Philly gets the football first. Aubrey sends it deep, and Terry Wright on the other end of it for Philly. And here comes Wright going straight up through the defense team, and he is stopped up with pretty good field position to start for the Stars. A little pushing and shoving. I think they remember the championship game.
Yes.
So for the Stars offense, and these lineups are brought to you by Progressive. Matthew Colburn, I guess, is where you'd have to start talking about. Case Cookus has, of course, been around. You heard him in the open, but Colburn, they have not been able to run the football at all. He had his best game of the season just a week ago.
Absolutely, Jack. What you're going to see from this Philadelphia Stars offense is a spread type of an offense. If their numbers are there to run the football, they run it. If not, they go up top.
Cookus fires on the slant, and that is caught. It's Corey Coleman, and Corey Coleman is a former first-round pick in the NFL, 15th overall pick by the Browns. So Case Cookus, he started all 7 games. He's led Philly to 3 straight wins. Of course, led him to the USFL Championship game in year 1. He is a gritty quarterback out of northern Arizona, and he broke his leg in that championship game. So he's got the metal rod in that leg now and had no doubts about wanting to come back and play another season. Here he is. He's playing well again.
Yeah, you just start to see Case get healthy.
And here is a look at those legs as he scrambles out and slides down at about the 42-yard line.
Coach Bart Andrus told us earlier this week they wanted to see Case use his legs just a little bit more. You know, he had that big 80-yard run last year. He's starting to feel healthy, starting to feel more confident on those legs. And as you can see, if the defense gives him an opportunity to run the football, as you can see right here, he takes it and does the smart thing, Jack, and get down.
Hey, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, it's 2nd and 3, handed off to Colburn, and Colburn didn't like what he saw up the middle, bounces it to the outside and takes it inside the 30. So the emergence of the ground game, and they have a new left tackle as well, and Drew Himmelman, he's been helping the charge.
Love Colburn here. You're going to see him press the line and then bounce the cut. And as you can see right here, getting to the feet of the offensive lineman allows the defenders to come to the blockers. A great setup by Matthew Colburn right there. And when he finishes the runs, he always falls forward.
Right, rip!
When Dexter Williams out of Notre Dame, and for Colburn, and he lines up in the pistol.
Yeah.
Cookus drops. Stallions bring pressure, and that throw is just outside, falls incomplete. Looking for Terry Wright. So for the Stallions defensively, Quentin Poland shot a massive game. Co-defensive player of the week a week ago. Career game for him, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, 10 tackles in that win over New Orleans. That's a solid group over there, especially on that defensive line.
They're huge, Jack.
They are.
And they know how to stop the run. They know how to get after the quarterback and create leverage.
2nd and 10, trips to the left of Cookus, and he's looking that direction. It's caught by Terry Wright, and Terry Wright steps out right at that line to gain. That's Nate Brooks there to shove him away. First down.
It's a good job by Case Cookins right here. When you talk to Bart Andrews, you're just going to see just a flat route right here. And when you talk to Coach Bart Andrews, he talked about Case processing a little bit faster, helping this offensive line out by getting the ball out of his hands. Case did a great job right there.
So initial spot, first down, they came back and reset it with his foot out, and now they're going to hand it off on a 3rd and inches, and down to the 5-yard line goes Dexter Williams. Tyree Robinson made the tackle, but it's all about Williams getting it going.
Dexter Williams, we call this a bowling ball of butchering now, just a little inside zone right here. But just watch how Dexter runs behind his pads right there, running through the contact. Great knee drive right there. Explodes into the second level of the defense.
Mike's left, done.
Cookis gives it away. Dexter towards the goal line, and he is stopped up maybe 6 inches short. Christian McFarland had the hit. Dexter spun and came up just shy.
And again, the reason why Case Cookins, I know Bart Andrews and this offensive staff are excited that Case ran the football a little bit earlier. As you can see, this is a little bit of a read option type of a play. You see Dexter just a little short before the goal line. But utilizing Case Cookins' legs allow them to steal a blocker and out-leverage the defense.
Heavy looking set for the Stars. Handed away. Dexter fighting towards the goal line, trying to get home, and he is stopped up. Birmingham defense doing a job at the goal line. Rashard Smith, among others, there to get him on the ground. Willie Yarbrough setting the tempo inside.
Yeah, big Willie Yarbrough right there. Coach talked about him getting better every single week. This defense, this massive defensive line just creates a pile. There's no place for the runner to go. As you can see, Rashard Smith right there pulling on the ball carrier. It's a big-time defensive play.
Spread it out, 3rd and goal. Cookis flushed, has a guy wide open, and it is caught for the touchdown. Ryan Izzo, his tight end. The Philly Stars right down the home field of the Stallions for the opening touchdown.
Let's go.
It's a good job by Ryan Izzo right here. You're going to see Izzo. There he is right there. He's just going to go into the flat. Just a little bit of a pick play right there. Actually, he was supposed to be the guy that was shielding off the other receiver's defender. Case Cook is using his legs to extend the play. That's how you get a wide open touchdown. Ryan Izzo.
So this is Case Cookis, college kicker, and Luis Aguilar, Northern Arizona's finest. And he has been nothing but money. Kind of like his quarterback. 8 for 8 he was in that Week 5 game. Pretty darn good in the special teams world. 3 plays of 13+ yards on that drive. Izzo pays it off. Philly, early lead. Beauty for the Philadelphia Stars, opening drive straight down the field for the touchdown, and Zora's with their quarterback in Case Cookis.
Case, how did going to the ground on the first part of the drive then set you up for the pass, for the touchdown?
Yeah, absolutely. Like when you're able to pop off a couple runs early in it, they got to decide what they want to, defend. And we had guys winning in one-on-one coverage, which helps too. So, we're just going to keep adjusting to what they want to do. And it's always great when you can run the ball. It makes it a lot easier on us.
You were one of the guys that ran. How does that set you up and help you with your confidence early?
Yeah, so I think it helps the running backs out too, that to keep honest on me as I pull a couple early. But overall, we're just going to keep seeing how they're going to adjust to it, and I'm sure they're making some adjustments right now. So I could tell later on the drive they were playing a little more honest on the end after a pull early. So we'll keep seeing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Zora Case, thank you very much. And here is Deon Kane, who has been dangerous in the return game. Some of the best numbers of a return man in this league, out to the 28. Good coverage that time by Philly. So let's meet the Stallions offense. They've got a really good tight end in Jace Sternberger. He's only 4 yards behind Davion Davis for the receiving lead. Very productive, and remember, all their tight ends from last year are gone, so they've had to replace that room. And the 4 receiving touchdowns are the most in the USFL.
Yeah, Jace Sternberger, he is a mismatch nightmare for any defender who wants to get in his face.
Ready, set.
Alex Magoo, the quarterback, swings it to the outside. It's caught by LaMichael Petway. Petway with a nice stiff arm, and he makes his way down the sideline. And Magoo said, I love that guy right there. LaMichael Petway, as Cody Brown shoves him out of bounds.
And I know our viewers are looking at LaMichael Petway right there and saying, okay, he's lined up wide. He looks like a wide receiver. Guys, he's listed as a tight end, and he can go when he gets the ball in his hands, as you can see right here. Birmingham Stallions just throw a little quick screen to him, just like a running play. You get bust off an explosive play.
Ready, set.
Magoo keeping himself, and he is capable of doing this, and rumbles forward for maybe a couple before Gabe Sewell made the tackle. So he's a 7th-round pick. Talking about Alex Magoo, went to the Seahawks, team that you are very familiar with, in 2018 when he was picked, and he split time with Jamar Smith during that championship run of a season ago, and took over the offense as the full-time starter after Jamar was hurt in the opener. But as you like to say, he's a mover. He can create a little space on his own, and he was running early there.
Absolutely. Creates a little bit of unpredictability into this Stallions offense, something that the defense can't key on.
Give him 4 on the run, and Magoo is going to swing this to C.J. Marable. So the offenses are very hot. As we get going and down to the 42 goes Marable.
One thing I was concerned about with this Philadelphia Stars defense, as you can see right here, C.J. Marable is excellent out of the backfield. And you can just see a little swing route right here, but the linebackers get lost because of the speed out of the backfield by C.J. Marable. Great hands, and as you can see, he finishes the run, falling forward.
Magoo standing tall in the pocket. He runs to throw, and he just floats it over his tight end and Jason Sternberger. And he had a couple of receivers there in the area and didn't hit either of them.
You can see Alex Magoo right now. You can see that he's a little upset with himself, but this is what the legs do for a mover like an Alex Magoo, right? Other quarterbacks will be sacked right here, but see how he keeps his eyes downfield. This is where the explosive plays in this offense comes from. You can see Alex wishing he had that pass back because he knew he had his receiver wide open.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10. Magoo drops across the middle. That is complete. Trying to get a nice stiff arm down is Adrian Hardy. And they're going to set up a 3rd and mid-range here for Magoo and Coach Holtz to think about.
And again, you can see the entire skill set of an Alex Magoo. That play right there, he went from high to low and just went through his reads and made the right throw. You see Coach Holtz, it's like he's a little upset right there.
Converting over half their 3rd downs. Magoo. And this is complete again. So those numbers will stay good. It's Deion Kane out of Clemson. Big years he had there with Deshaun Watson as his quarterback at Clemson, and this time has the Stallions moving the chains. And
again, you're going to see Alex Magoo move around a lot to extend the play, to get passing lanes. We talked to Coach Bart Andrews, the head coach for the Philadelphia Stars, earlier this week, and he spoke about keeping Alex Magoo in the pocket, and that's the best way to defend him.
Ready, set.
Magoo hands it away. Marable up the middle. In the front of the Stars are there to make the play. And a couple of guys in on the tackle. Jordan Scott and LeBrian Ray combined.
Yeah, I like that kid, LeBrian Ray. He's come on as of late. Darius Hodge also there on the tackle. But again, this is a little read option play. You would expect Alex Magoo, who again is a mover, you would expect him to keep some of these read option runs to out-leverage this defense.
Hey, stay hooked, stay hooked, stay hooked. Yo. Ready, set.
2nd and 8, back to the air, and he's looking for his running back. It's Marable. And he told us, Mike Rob, that's my favorite throw. It's the shortest throw, it's the easiest throw, and you still got to tackle Marable. It's good things for the stat numbers.
Again, they're playing on the linebackers. As you can see, the linebackers already deep, ready to get out of there. And Alex Magoo knows this. He has some deeper routes. So the minute that the routes get into, the minute that the receivers get into their route, Alex Magoo knows my running back's going to be open on the check down. You get a free 8 or 9 yards.
Hey, let's go Atlanta even. Atlanta even.
He took that throw about 4 times on the opening series a week ago. Here is Alex Magoo down the seam, and he had his receiver turn towards the corner. He was looking for the post, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that looks like a little middle of the field read route by the wide receiver. Just Alex, and it's wide out. Wasn't on the same page. You see Alex trying to communicate with him right now. But that's tough, man. You're running down the middle of the field. You and your quarterback have to see the same defense.
It's wide open for a touchdown. It's wide open.
I think Coach Holtz thinks that play was wide open for a touchdown.
So Birmingham's been great in the red area. Top of the league on third down, as well as second in the USFL third down percentage. So it's really been a good offense run by Skip Holtz. Magoo forced to drift backwards and tries to get one down the sideline, just not enough on it. It falls incomplete, looking for Davis.
That's Chris Nelson right there with the pass rush, just getting into the backfield and just disrupting Alex Magoo. You see right here, just a regular straight drop back type of a pass. Great coverage downfield. Just the guys up front got beat. Alex couldn't get away from that one. Had to know that one hurt. Trust me, I've had 300-pound guys land on me like that. That does not feel good, Jack.
And the D-line of the Philly Stars has gotten a lot better.
They have. They have.
Yeah, timeout taken here by Birmingham, but they've been led by their secondary defensive line, starting to get it going for this playoff push. 7-0, Philly to start. It's big 3rd and 10 early in this first quarter upcoming, and it was really awesome listening to that conversation between Skip Holtz and Alex Magoo over the break. And he's saying that Coach Holtz is really hard on you when you're learning the offense, but now that he's got a year in it, he listens to his input, in particular on third down, and you just heard it.
It was so awesome just to hear the play caller and the quarterback speak to each other. What do you like? You know, you see Alex saying, well, I don't know if the post is going to be there. What if they play too deep? And just the constant back and forth. That is how you get the best possible play in the best situations.
And sometimes just listening to those two's conversation worth the price of admission. We will do it throughout the course of this broadcast. That is a guarantee. 3rd and 10.
Omaha. Ready, set.
Magoo, plenty of time. Now he rolls, buying more time. And Magoo looking for a receiver in the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. Davion Davis bought about 8 seconds scrambling around and then threw a dart to his favorite target, Davion Davis.
What a play by Alex Magoo. Okay, it's going to be a great pocket. You're going to see him get outside of the pocket just to buy a little bit more time, just to give his guys downfield an opportunity to uncover. And you can see his receivers, Davion Davis, continue to work for him. He's the middle receiver. He has an outbreaking route, sees his quarterback in trouble, goes back against the grain. I wouldn't tell young receivers to do that all the way, to go against the grain of your quarterback, but there was enough space there, and Alex Magoo throws a dime for a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey on for the extra point. And Aubrey, as he always is good. We're in for an offensive show. What do you think?
Yes, let's get it, man. I can't wait.
Couple opening touchdowns, 7-7 in Birmingham, Alabama.
This into history, right here, and the first USFL trophy, the new USFL, place it, Victor. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Forever.
Well, it's one of the cool things about winning the USFL championship right there in Canton, Ohio. All you got to do is you walk that trophy right across the street to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where it will stay. But, man, listening to Coach Holtz talk about winning the championship, said it's one of the coolest things he's ever done in his entire life.
Jack, it's because you put so much in to winning a championship on any level of sport. And because you put so much in it, you understand the sacrifice. And so when you finally accomplish the goal, emotions just get to flowing, man.
Drifts over the head of Terry Wright, but he always said his favorite part of every win is looking into the eyes of the guys in the locker room. But he said when you win the championship, that moment happens right there on the field, and you're celebrating everybody's different why did they join this league, what's their goals of life. And it's in February. We didn't even have a football team. We had no players, no nothing. And in July, we're hoisting the trophy with confetti falling around us. He said, man, that's what makes this league special. He even told us a story about sitting there at a restaurant in Canton when one of his players rolls by with 4 kids, and he said that's the difference between college football and the USFL right there.
Guys have real families. A lot of different guys play for a lot of different reasons, and when you win a championship, and I think you just mentioned it, you see guys' why, and it's very important.
Empty look here for Case Cookus. See if he can keep this rhythm going. It's bobbing up in the air, got dangerous for a second, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Overton could not hang on to it.
That was a good pass by Case Cookus right there. I know DeAndre wish he had that ball back. But that's a staple of a Bart Andrews offense. Spread you out, outnumber you, force the defense to figure out how they want to defend, and then he always has answers on the other end.
Hey, he's gonna move. He's gonna move. 4-2. 4-2. What did he? Rotate.
Cookus gives. It goes Dexter Williams, and Dexter gets it out to the 29. So he's pretty good coming in for Matthew Colburn, and Dexter had a little run in the NFL as well there with the Green Bay Packers, and talked with him at the hotel before the game. He said, I'm just trying to get back, man. I'm trying to make my way back into the league, and he's had some good moments this season spelling Colburn.
Absolutely. He's had some great moments today. You saw in that first drive, he had a big run to kind of get this Stars offense into scoring position, but he does a great job, Jack, of running behind his pads. He's a tough guy to bring down to the ground.
Pepper. Why did he? Where's it? Done.
3rd and 5. Cookus is flushed, and Cookus has a completion. Down the sideline goes Dexter Williams. So he's running, he's catching, making a lot of big plays before Brian Allen shoved him out.
And again, this is growth. You can see just a little flat route right here by Dexter Williams. But this is growth from Case Cookus, right? Gets a little bit of a pressure. Instead of running it, instead of trying to push the ball downfield, there's space in the flat. Throw the ball in the flat, get the completion, and create a little anxiety on the defense. It's a great read by Case Cookus.
Hey, we're good. Ready? Rotate.
Here's Cookus, blitz coming, sees it, fires, complete. Corey Coleman hangs on through traffic. Takes a couple of hits, but has that first down on the slant.
This is awesome offense right here, guys. You see Case Cookus, you're going to get a blitz on the other side. You're just going to see a glance route by Corey Coleman right here, understanding where the safety is. You see him kind of throttle down right there, Jack, knowing that he doesn't want his quarterback to lead him into a big hit or an interception. It's great chemistry between Corey Coleman and Case Cookus on that play right there. Coleman got a little bounce to his step today.
He does. He really does. One more time to the ground. It's Dexter Williams, and we haven't seen Colburn come back in. He was shaken up a bit on that opening drive. Let's check in with Zora.
Jack, Colburn wincing as he applies pressure to the left lower side of his body. He was doing some activities here on the sideline, shuffles, right leg, left leg, but as you can see, just unable to go on the field right now. No helmet as he watches from the sidelines.
Well, that injury would be huge, coming off his best game of the season, and a big part of the game plan coming in. So big moments, big minutes it will be for Dexter Williams out of Notre Dame, who motions out. Cookus from the empty and through the arms of Devin Gray, incomplete.
Yeah, if Matthew Colburn is injured and out for an extended period of time, that's huge for this offense. Just simply because this offense runs a lot of plays. You can see the drop right here by Devin Gray. If he catches that one, he has a little space to do something with it. Case Cookus knows it too. But going back to my point, Matthew Colburn, he is in my opinion, he's the glue to this offense, right? You know, he's the guy that great in pass pro, great in the passing game. And understanding that if he can't go, Dexter Williams will be the only running back that's active.
3rd and 9, blitz is on. Cookus makes it miss, and now he just fires this football out of bounds. 4th and 9.
It's a good throwaway by Case Cookus right there. I know he was probably waiting on one of his guys downfield to uncover.
And that will take us to the end of the first. So nothing but offense. Philly right down the field. Birmingham back the other way. It's 7-7 tie game. We knew these quarterbacks could play, and they're getting after it. So 7-7 game in Birmingham, Alabama. Championship rematch we have on this Saturday afternoon, and it is star-studded out here. We got John Fossil, special teams coordinator of the Cowboys. Of course, Cavante Turpin, the Pro Bowl return man, played for the Generals last year in the USFL. Now John Fossil, he's back out here looking for more talent, I think.
And this is a great way to find some talent. And you know what, John Fossil, I've had some issues with him in the past. He used to double me on kickoff all the time, and on punt team, always have 2 or 3 guys waiting for me. I didn't like it, Jack, okay?
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he was messing with my tackles, my special teams tackles.
And this is a high punt, so Fossil's attention may be peaked here as this is inside the 20. Fair catch called for by Davis. Let's check in with Zora.
Jack, Coach Fossil not necessarily here for a fair catch, but he's here to see these kick returners in action. He loves how the USFL kicks from the 20-yard line, and he wants to see how returners utilize their vision and find those creases. When I asked him about the USFL, he said this league is fantastic. The film is better than college.
Well, Zora, it's a great point, and I got to imagine if I'm Coach Fossil, this has got to be, as a special teams coordinator, this has got to be a way more fun brand of football, as the NFL now basically taking the kickoff out of the game effectively.
Yeah, Jack, don't get me started on that. I'm a little upset about that rule, but it is the reality.
Marable gets the ball and doesn't. He fakes it. It's going to be Magoo on the end around, and that's what you mentioned, the power of that play right there.
Yeah, you knew that the Stallions offense was going to come back at some point and run Alex Magoo around the edge again, just to put it on tape, just so that this Philadelphia Stars defense can defend against it.
2nd and 1 on the ball, up tempo. Handed away, Marable right up the middle, finds a gap and shoots across the 30.
I love this kid, C.J. Marable. Just watch how he just inside zone gets into the heart of the Stars defense. Got skinny, and again finishes the run falling forward.
Magoo on the roll. It's a great throw, and it's reeled in by Deion Cade. And so this is what Magoo said. He said, occasionally I like to switch into that up-tempo mode. I feel like that's where I'm at my best. I think he probably would like to do it more. Up-tempo here, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. And you know what, Jack? A lot of quarterbacks are going to say that, right? Because they get to call the plays. You know what I'm saying? I used to like up-tempo offense, too, because I used to always call my favorite plays, as you can see right there, Deion Kane with the big catch. One of the top returners in this league as well.
Ready, set.
2nd 3, hands it away. Marable, patient run. 1 cut, 2 cut, first down.
C.J. Marable. Wow, pick him up, put him down. As you can see, as he enters the line of scrimmage, a free defender just makes Joe Alfrey miss right in the backfield, and again continues to strain and fall forward for more yards. That's a great run by C.J. Marable.
Hey, wider, wider.
Trips to the left, and Magoo wanted him wide. Magoo hands it away, and that's why he wanted a little more space, but the Stars eat that space up. Group tackle led by Gabe Sewell setting the edge.
Gabe Sewell, he's the downhill thumper leading tackler for this Philadelphia Stars defense. If you're going to run the football against the Stars defense, oftentimes Gabe Sewell, he's going to find where the ball is and make sure he puts a shoulder pad on it.
And he is the leading tackler for the Stars defensively. 47 tackles to his name. 2nd and 9.
Hey, Omaha. Hey, chase. Ready, set.
Here's Magoo, just a 4-man rush, standing tall in the pocket. It's incomplete, off the hands of his intended receiver, Adrian Hardy.
This secondary for the Philadelphia Stars, they're very, I like to use the word, they're very sticky, okay? So sometimes, yeah, they get beat from time to time, but oftentimes you don't see a guy wide open against the Philadelphia Stars defensive backfield. These defensive backs, they're long, and they do a great job of staying in the hip pocket of wide receivers.
Hey, Omaha.
Stay, Joel.
Hey. Ready. Set.
3rd and 9. Magoo firing down the seam. That's a dangerous pass, and it's broken up by Ladarius Wiley, one of their absolute best. And this is a unique defense. Remember, the safeties wear the green dots, so they get the calls in. They make all the calls for this defense on the field.
Yeah, very unique. You see Ladarius Wiley. He's back here in the 2-deep shell for the Stars defense. But when the ball leaves the hands of Alex Magoo, you see Ladarius Wiley just drive on this football without hitting the receiver and breaking up the pass.
There's Colby Wadman. This has a friendly roll for the Stallions down inside the 5-yard line. It will go. It's JoJo Tillery touching it down. When we come back, Case Cookus and the Stars offense that has been heating up recently. Just on the other side. All right, Mike Robs, we got to take you to the stratosphere for the Stars. Catch you up on what the orbit has been like for them this season. The record was 1-3 to start. Points per game, they were 7th. Points allowed, they were last. Turnover margin, 7th as well, so bottom of the league. And then we showed up to do their game when things were not looking so good, and everything turned around. 3-0 record, 1st in points per game, 5th in points allowed, so everything's got better, including that turnover margin. They have been winning of late.
Yes, they have, Jack. And, you know, it's not a big training camp. It's only a few weeks for training camp. And, you know, this Philadelphia Stars offense is predicated, like we always talk, space, numbers, timing, things like that. And it just takes a few weeks for the group to get their things together. And you're seeing it come to fruition in this Bart Andrews offense.
They're backed up deep in their own territory. Handed off, Dexter Williams, who's getting a lot of work with the injury to Colburn, as you heard Zora tell you about. He is going to be lucky to get back to the 5, mark him there at the 4.
Yeah, I'm going to be keeping my eyes on this thus far, Jack. The fact that Dexter Williams, he's the only, I guess, running back that is healthy right now for the Philadelphia Stars. They do a lot of empty. They rely on the running back being able to get yards when the box count is there. Really watching his rep count and seeing if they have anybody else that can come in and spare him.
And the pass protection element is huge.
That too.
Because they were very high on Colburn in that department. Cookus complete. So they're going to get it out across the 5-yard line, just trying to create a little space to DeAndre Overton, who hangs on this time, and Quentin Poling made the tackle.
Yeah, I like this kid, DeAndre Overton. He's huge, but he's 6'5", 210 pounds, out of Clemson. Real big catch radius, and he usually lines up somewhere near the hash mark as like a wide receiver / tight end, stretching the field vertically from between the hashes.
Hey, Liz,
3rd and 3.
Liz, Pepper, where's time?
Cookus fires complete down the sideline. There's more space there for Devin Gray, as he's now going to take it out across the 25. It's Tyree Robinson who finally shoves him out of bounds, but getting loose was Gray.
Yeah, Devin Gray, again, just a little out route here. And I just love the fact that Cookus is taking what the defense gives him, right? You have the coverage dictator in Corey Coleman, who's in a stacked position, and then you just go in his wake and break off, and you're wide open. See Devin Gray just getting loose into the secondary. He had a big catch last week, a catch and run.
Sure did. Cookus has to step up through the pocket and has his receiver, just couldn't make the completion. There was contact there. Brian Mills in coverage, and a penalty marker flew immediately. It's Corey Coleman he was looking for.
Holding. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, when you're guarding a guy like Corey Coleman, and you know that the offense is trying to figure out a way to get him the football right down here at the bottom. Corey Coleman with an inside release, and as he's trying to break back out, that's when you see Brian Mills get himself into trouble. Can't do that. Corey Coleman, though, again, he is looking fast today.
Cleared Dexter Williams out of the backfield. Cookus first looks towards Williams. Now he's going to scramble. He is brought down from behind. He was run down. It's a nice play by Ozugo. So Case Cookus, he was actually in the lead when he got injured on this play right here, and I do not like watching it in that championship game. And remember, he had his wedding coming up just a couple of weeks after the game, and so he rode the scooter down the aisle at his wedding and ends up with a metal rod in his fibula after that injury. 2 months into his recovery, he actually tried out for the Cowboys. That's just in his nature to try to get back very soon. Maybe a little too early, but he's starting to look healthy again at this point now. Hands it away, Dexter Williams, and Williams is rumbling forward to set up a third, and very manageable.
Yeah, Jack, you mentioned that Case Cookus is starting to look healthy. Yes, he is now, but early on in the season, when you come back too fast from an injury, oftentimes you develop bad habits. When we talked to him earlier this week, he talked about, he was overstriding, he was kind of throwing, and his follow-through was outside of his base. Those things happen when you know you're trying to get a spot on a team and you know you're competing, and you just come back too early. I've had it happen with a number of injuries with myself, but it's just a tribute to the competitive nature of this quarterback, Case Cookus.
Blitz right in his face. Cookus sees it and gets it out to Williams. Now Williams has to make a man miss to get that first down, and he can't. He is swallowed up by Rashad Smith.
Yeah, you got Rashad Smith right there. This guy can run and hit. You know what, Jack? I actually didn't like linebackers that was like Rashad Smith because he never gave you surface. He could run, and they're usually not trying to deal with the blocker. They're trying to make the tackle. It's a big-time tackle in space. Case Cookus takes another hit. Philadelphia Stars punt.
This is Hairulahu on to punt, and Davion Davis back to receive, and Davis puts his foot in the ground and goes. Gets it out near the 30. Penalty marker flies.
It's laundry.
Oh, yeah. Little contact.
Little contact right there. And are they going to deem that the defender got pushed or got blocked into the kicker? Or are they going to say that was on his own?
You came down and he rolled you.
He hit me way down if you look at the camera.
All right, I'm not looking at that. Re-kick, all right. Running into the kicker. Receiving team. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
Oh, get him with the old 5-yard variety there.
Yeah, Ricky Person, you see, referee said, I'm not looking at the monitor. I'm not looking at that. I think Arula, who was trying to get a roughing the kicker call so that can be an automatic first down.
If they hadn't lost the yardage on the prior throw, if he hadn't gone backwards, that would have been a first down.
That would have been a first down.
They were in range, and now they're trying to get subs onto this punt group. And it looks like they're going to let them do it as Izzo comes back out. Liram Hairulahu one more time. And this is not a great punt, but it has a great roll as it goes inside the 10. It is going to be perfect field position here by this defense, by this cover unit here at the Stars. Their defense set up great. 7-7 second quarter. It is time now for the report, brought to you by U.S. Bank. Take you back to Championship Sunday from a season ago. Jamar Smith, of course, the quarterback. Numbers he had on that day. And Jamar Smith, he's not playing today, of course. Marlon Williams, 7 catches, 105 and a touchdown. Maybe their best receiver a season ago. He is out today. Bo Scarborough, 13 carries, been a crowd favorite around here. 135 yards, a touchdown he had. And then Scooby Wright, the Shark Dog, 46-yard pick 6 for the touchdown. So those guys were such key players on the championship squad. All of them out.
And Jack, this team is still 5-2, is still top of the South Division, and they're still balling out, really. And you heard, you talk about the next man up mentality, right? To me, that's embodied in head coach Skip Holtz. We talked to him this week, and we got off the Zoom with him saying, man, his energy is real, right? And guys really want to play for him. And just, you see Bo Scarborough right there. Again, a lot of these guys, they don't have to be on the sidelines, but they still come back. They still help. They still understand that it's a family and team atmosphere. And I think that's why this Birmingham Stallions team has been good for so long.
Magoo hands it away, and they'll get it out across the 10. I do want to listen in to a little of this dynamic, though, between the head coach, play caller Skip Holtz, and his quarterback, Alex Magoo.
Let's go. Rio. There we go. Let's go, Rio. Atlanta, 18 hot.
Hey, J-Mark. Hey, stick. Omaha. Ready, set.
There we go. Let's go.
Got away with one right there, guys.
Razor trips. Let's go, Florida. 37. Shoot. Sting. Bunch them.
Back up, Red, back up. Razor bunch. 37 shoot, Sting on one, ready?
Razor trips. 37 shoot. Sting on the backside.
Red. Hey, Omaha. Hey, stay for quarterback. Ready, set.
They're going to say incomplete on that.
It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you see Deion Kane just coming across on a little bit of a crossing route right here. I think Magoo, if he would have this play back, he had him open a little bit earlier in the route. You see Gabe Sewell right there breaking up the pass play.
Hey, Omaha. Ready, set.
How about this run? Ricky Person breaks one off.
That's a good run by Ricky Person. And again, making the lead tackler for the Philadelphia Stars defense, and Gabe Sewell right there, making him just miss in the backfield right there. That's a good way to step through that tackle. And then again, you see Cody Brown with the sure tackle. There's that missed tackle again. Just keeping his eyes downfield and showing the strain when running the football.
3rd and 3. Magoo keeps it. He's trying to gain the edge, and he goes Superman for the first down. Well, they call him Superman in the locker. You might as well live it, man. Why not?
You gotta live it. That's why you gotta love Alex Magoo. And that is why a lot of his teammates speak so highly of him. They know that you're gonna get plays like this, strain plays out of your quarterback. You'll see a lot of your quarterbacks diving for a first down in the middle of the second quarter.
Yeah, right.
A little swag with him too. Gets up, points his finger. You gotta like that at the quarterback position.
Ready, set.
Magoo gives it away. And Ricky Person is getting himself going down the sideline. He will go.
Nice job. There we go. Nice job. There we go. Let's go. Richie. Seattle odd. Under. Richie. Seattle odd.
Hey, Richie. Seattle odd on one, ready? Under.
Richie, Seattle odd.
Hey,
Jack,
hey.
I can honestly say I have no idea what this play is.
Sounds a lot like code words.
Yes, it does.
Omaha. Ready, set.
And a penalty marker.
Okay, we're going 5 yards, auto first. Clock is on the ready. Holding. defense, number 94, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, guys. Well, Jack, you really don't always see holding on the defensive line, but oftentimes when you see a linebacker shoot the gap and get into the backfield really fast, you can see 94 areas right here. You can see him pull the offensive lineman from getting up to the second level, and the referees are going to call holding every single time on that play.
Hey, Omaha! Ready, set!
Coming down to the 2-minute warning. This football's loose. It's dropped. Magoo just lost the ball, and that is going to be recovered by the Stars. It's a huge mistake. Adam Rodriguez dives on top of it. It's Philly football.
Philly football. Adam Rodriguez with the fumble recovery. Philadelphia Stars with great field position. We'll be back on the other side.
So NBC Sports Championship season moved by pods. It continues tomorrow with the French Open, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC and Peacock.
Okay, you got Alex Magoo and C.J. Marable, okay, right? They were involved in that last fumble. You can see Alex right there pull the ball out, but right there on the hip. You see the ball get tipped. And oftentimes, Jack, that's on the quarterback. That is on the quarterback usually, as you can see Alex Magoo telling his teammates, I got it, that's my fault. I know he wants that play back.
That's the first fumble loss for Magoo all season long. Cookus, quick throw, fires, is tipped up into the air, and it actually goes to an opposite receiver. It went to the opposite side of the formation, and DeAndre Overton says, give me a reception. I know it wasn't looking my way, but I'll take it anyways. Khalil Davis got a hand on it, and we'll go to the 2-minute warning with a circus play. So it was all offenses to start. The defenses have been better of late. 7-7 game in Birmingham. And coming up on the Arby's halftime show, head coach interviews from both sides. You got the play of the first half, and then one of our favorite parts of every week, the USFL wired up all the sounds of this first half of play.
Jack, sometimes you just got to be lucky and be in the right place. You see DeAndre Overton right here, just a slant play. And this is a double slant combination, but the ball gets tipped in the air, and DeAndre Overton, knowing the play is not over, still finds a way to make the catch. Case Cookers is like, oh man, that's crazy. Well, I'll take it though. I'll take the completion any day of the week.
Under 2 in this first half, 2nd and 3. Cookus on the roll, has Overton, and Overton with plenty of space takes it into the secondary, and he's carrying a couple of Stallions inside the 25.
Good job by Case Cookers using his legs, attacking the defense, because he's already put it out there earlier in the game that he will run the football. Again, just a little read option fake right here, keep it, and then throws the football downfield to DeAndre Overton, a true triple threat option on that play.
Cookus 10 of 14. Hands it away, Dexter Williams, and he is going nowhere. Fighting just to get back to that line of scrimmage. Yarbrough as well as Azugo making the tackle.
Yeah, I expect the Philadelphia Stars at some point here to take a shot at the end zone. This offensive line just isn't getting the movement that it got a little bit earlier in the game. And so this is about the time of the field where you take a shot in the end zone and utilize the speed and the size that you have on the outside.
Cookus, blitz is coming, but it's picked up well. He's going towards the end zone, just as you mentioned. Corey Coleman, though, is double covered.
It should be criminal to not have Corey Coleman double covered in this league. You're going to see Corey Coleman right here. Just a little sail route. And the Birmingham Stallions defense do a good job of redirecting Corey Coleman to where the help is, so that there's just no place to put this football for Case Cookers. Good throw. Make sure if you're going to overthrow it, throw it out of the end zone so that it's not a bad pass or an interception.
Now 3rd and 10. Cookus has pressure off the edge, fires into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. It's Corey Coleman who broke loose. Forget about the double team that time. himself, catch it, walk into the end zone.
Wow. What a throw, what a play design. Jack, as you mentioned, the Stallions sent a blitz. Sent the blitz from this side of the offense, allowing a big window for this glance post for Corey Coleman. He stays disciplined and got inside of the defensive back. You almost feel sorry for Brian Mills right here on an island. Corey Coleman knew when this ball was snapped, he was getting the football. Great route, even better throw.
5 plays, 46-yard touchdown drive, and Luis Aguilar on for the extra point, and he has it. So this Philly offense, man, is right about this time a season ago where they made that run to the championship. It was because of Cookus. He's got a talented wide receiver on the outside, and Coleman. Here they come again. So the Cardinals, they take on the Pirates, PNC Park, tomorrow 11 a.m. Eastern time on Peacock. Featuring the Hall of Famer in the booth and Albert Pujols in the TV booth.
Oh, wow.
Little opportunity up there from this perspective. I'm going to be tuning in just to listen to Albert's thoughts, to be honest.
That's going to be awesome, man. One of the greatest hitters ever.
He did for a long time, too.
Yes, he did.
At that level.
That way I can throw it around her.
Irulahu sent it deep, and Deion Kane on the other side of it. A little bit of time to work with here for Birmingham. Down 7, best record in the league being tested, 47 ticks and a couple timeouts to work with. They're not going to waste any time with the return.
Just to go back to that touchdown, guys, as you can see, the Stallions have a guy over the center, right? And they have all of these guys blitzing. That leaves one-on-one everywhere, right? Everywhere. And then you're going to see Corey Coleman at the top of his route just give the defensive back everything and explode into the post. There's no stopping that route right there, Jack, especially when you're one-on-one playing off coverage.
Think he could get back to the NFL?
I think he can. I really do. I think he's that talented. I think he's that dynamic. He just got to put up numbers, and he's continuing to do that.
Sure is. Here's Magoo. Plenty of time, and now to his running back in Marable. And he wisely will step out of bounds after picking up about 8 or 9 yards. That's Stanford Samuels over there pushing him towards the boundary.
That's a good play by Alex Magoo right there. He tried to throw the ball a little bit deeper to Deion Kane. He wasn't open, took the back, coming out of the backfield, but he stayed toward the sideline so that they don't have to use a timeout.
Rob. Hey, Pirate. Hey, 45. Turbo, sit.
Here's Magoo. Steps right through that pass rush, and then he is caught by it. LeBrian Ray wasn't going to let him escape, and Darius Hodge joined him, and they got Magoo on his backside.
LeBrian Ray has been playing out of his mind. The dude is a playmaker, a guy that can split double teams and actually make the play. You see him just doing a pass rush right here. As Alex tries to step through, most quarterbacks can step through those arm tackles, not of LeBrian Ray, as he brings Alex Magoo down for the sack. That's what you call that. That's a drive stopper right there. That's really the last thing you want in a 2-minute drill is a sack.
Jerk. Okay, let's go.
Wait, no. Mookie's in, I don't want it.
Huh?
Mookie's in, I don't want it.
Okay, let's go, Rob. Go, Lou. Florida, 36.
Hey, Lou, Florida, 36, I want. Ready?
This is so awesome.
He wanted some specific personnel for that play.
Yeah, I wanted the jerk play. Well, my receiver doesn't want to run the jerk play.
Magoo knows what he wants. 3rd and 5. Trying to swing it to Marable, just couldn't get enough on that throw. He had Adam Rodriguez closing in on him, and he had no room to step into it. And it came up just a little short.
Yeah, Adam Rodriguez, he is the pass rush specialist for the Philadelphia Stars. You see him off the edge right there. Guy has a great motor. He understands leverage, plays well with his hands. And what I love about Adam Rodriguez is he attacks the football when he gets to the quarterback. It's a good pass rush.
Be careful now. You don't want to give up a 2-for-1. This is Corey Coleman back deep, but it is a heck of a punt. And that's a great punt that is then dropped by Coleman. Now he gets back up on his feet and brings it out across the 15-yard line. Credit Colby Wadman, who set off a rocket. We do have a penalty marker that flies.
84 return team. During the kick. Okay. During the kick, so we're going back to, all right. Is that going to be half the distance or 10 yards? Half the distance? All right. 84. During the kick. During the kick. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
It's on Akeem, the receiver.
Yeah. Receiver Samuel Akeem. Also a wide receiver on this team, so I know Corey Coleman's like, dude, man, I could have got my return. You got a holding call on it. But at the end of the day, he's a great special teams player. Runs down on kickoffs, also has some returns. Just don't want to hold on punt return in this situation.
But if not for that punt by Wadman, you could have Philly looking for points inside their own 5. They would be content to take this thing into the locker room with the lead. What are you thinking about this first half of your coach Andrus?
Your coach Andrus, you're pretty excited about the way that this offense was able to move the football. What you're not excited about is that your top running back is down.
And that's one of those issues that as we go into the playoff push, it could persist.
Yes.
It is a 7-point Philly lead at the break. Hometown Stallions, defending champs, they're down.
For first half highlights, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Ready or not, here we come.
Let's go now, let's go.
Get louder, whole city riled up, jumping out the gates head first like a wild
Ah, let's get it.
the energy around us.
Yes, sir.
We made it from the ground up. We are built for this.
Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
So the first half, it was the revenge bowl for the Philadelphia Stars, who lost that championship game. Still have to close this thing out, though. Both quarterbacks playing well. It's competitive. It's close on either side. Really the biggest number jumping out. You pointed it out, Mike Robb, those turnovers, that fumble that you had as Zora is standing by on the sideline. Let's skip Holtz.
Coach, how do you want to see your team start this second half?
Well, I mean, I thought we're moving the ball a little bit. We just got to get a little bit more consistency. The turnovers certainly didn't help us, but it's going to be a hard-fought 60-minute football game. We got to do something good with this opening drive, and let's get a good start in the third quarter and see what happens in the fourth.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Zora, Coach, thank you very much. Coach had to get back to business there, you could tell.
Yeah, he had to get back to business, but he's right. This third quarter's been good for the Birmingham Stallions, right? They outscore opponents plus 9 points in the third quarter. Philadelphia Stars, they're -10 in the third quarter.
This is a squib kick, and it is going to make its way all the way out of bounds. It never looked good. It kept turning worse, and Hyrule, who saw it go all the way to the boundary.
Ball we placed at the 50-yard line. First down.
It's a good job by C.J. Marable, allowing the football to go out of bounds, understanding the rules. Now the Stallions get the ball at the 50-yard line with great field position in a very important second half drive.
So Alex Magoo takes over at midfield. To the air immediately, and it's LaMichael Petway with the catch with the first down, and he is rumbling that big body of his into the secondary before Channing Stribling finally got him on the ground.
Yeah, you see the Stallions with a little bit of tempo right here. Jack, you mentioned in the first half, but you reminded us how much Alex Magoo loves hurry-up offense.
Magoo keeps it himself, trying to give a little wiggle. Now he's just going to throw it to the outside, a one hop and an incompletion. I'll let you describe that one. You play some quarterback.
I do. I love Alex Magoo. He tried to throw that pass. Once he pulled the football and understood he was going to get tackled, He tried to throw the football with his left hand. What a play. It goes down as an incompletion. It could have been worse. But this is just a quarterback understanding what he has to do to avoid a critical bad play.
Hey, Omaha! Ready, 6.
2nd and 10. Magoo keeps it himself once again, and he's working his way towards the sideline where he's shoved out. That's Joey Alfieri, who pushed him into the bench.
Yeah, the Stars defense, they're just doing good, just being where they have to be and then running. You're going to see this whole second level of linebackers sprint when Alex Magoo pulls the football on this read option play, right? And just look at it, they're running him down and using the sideline as an extra defender. It's a great job by Joey Alfieri.
And remember, he's doing all this movement with that rib injury. He suffered that rib injury in week 2, and he really injured it again a week ago, taking a big hit. Complete, right over the middle of the defense. It's Davion Davis directly over the ball. That's another first down for the Stallions.
Yeah, this is a good job. Great play design and a good route by Davion Davis right here. He's just going to go into the middle of the field and hitch right over the football. It's the first read for the quarterback. The linebackers and underneath coverage, they vacate. You get the ball to Davion Davis. Yeah, he's clapping like, I'm open, man. I can see what's going on. You love how he turns and gets immediately vertical and eats up more yards.
Here's Marable. And Marable with more patient running behind that offensive line. That's one of the better offensive lines in the USFL. I know you're high on them on both sides, really, of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me, that's where the advantage has come for the Birmingham Stallions. Both sides of the football on the offensive and defensive lines, they move people. They're massive people. And especially when you get into the low red zone like they're going toward the goal line right now, you want to have the ability to pick another grown person up and move them to the side and do what you need to do.
Everybody in that offensive line room over 300 pounds. Magoo hands. Marable met and dropped on the spot. It's Gabe Sewell, and what a play it was from Sewell.
Wow. Jack, I think I heard that one all the way up here. Gabe Sewell. He must have known what was going on. You see him right here just meet the back in the hole. Understanding where the ball is trying to go, and when he got there with some aggressiveness. Watch this tackle. Oh, my goodness. Wow. C.J. Marable, I bet he'll feel that in the morning. Gabe Sewell, do your thing, man.
He was the team MVP at Nevada back in 2019, making plays just like that. Here's Magoo. Down the seam, and that is broken up. It was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, but Cody Brown with a marvelous play knocked it loose.
Wow. Jay Sternberger. Now, again, he's a guy, you're going to just get a little seam route by Jace. But I didn't think this offense has been throwing them the football as much as they need to right now. That's just a drop right there, Jack. Great throw by Alex Magoo, a little high archer right over the second level coverage. Throws a very accurate football. Got to catch those.
This is Brandon Aubrey from 30 yards away, the converted soccer player out of Notre Dame. And I actually remember him as a soccer player. He's darn good out there on that soccer field, too. We got a 14-10 game. Birmingham, they cashed in for 3. We know these streets right here well.
Yes, we do.
Street racing returns to the Motor City IndyCar Detroit tomorrow 3 p.m. Eastern time on NBC and on Peacock. And that's the hub city as well of these stars. They're based right there in Detroit along with the Michigan Panthers. But look at this, man.
That is so cool. You said what?
Did you thread that needle?
No, I could not. No, I could not, Jack. It's all good. I leave it to the professionals. Mike Brown is not a professional driver, no.
Man, that's narrow.
Yeah, that's very narrow. I tell you one thing, that's a professional quarterback right there in Case Cookins, though.
Trying to get
He's having a really good day. Alex Magoo. Trying to solve the puzzle that is of the Philadelphia Stars defense.
They were set up at midfield, and they took it down for a field goal. Terry Wright lets it drift over his head for the touchback.
Yeah, we talk about Case Cookins, and he's really done a good job of using his legs. You see right here, early in the game, using his legs, letting this defense know, look, I will take off on you. You're going to have to defend it. Again, right here, using his legs to buy himself a little bit more time, finds Ryan Izzo for the touchdown. And I love this, going through all of his reads, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 being your legs, getting positive yards. Case Cookis is playing great football today. If he can continue to be the catalyst for this offense has a long way to go.
Cookis hands it away. It's Dexter Williams, and we do not anticipate a return from Matthew Colburn, and we haven't seen him since that opening series as Rashad Smith made the tackle, but Colburn left injured, and it has been Dexter Williams' backfield ever since.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to figure out what Bart Andrews and this offensive staff does for running game, the run game when, Dexter needs a little bit of a spell. And like you mentioned in the first half, Jack, pass protection. When you have a quarterback like Case Cookis who's big and strong and can push the ball downfield, you want to make sure he's upright.
Cookis looking for Corey Coleman. It's been one of their favorite routes to connect on, and this time incomplete, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, just a little bit of a slant route. Case Cookis looked like he got hit on that play right there. Let's take a look at it as he released the football. Ball gets tipped. Yeah, it took a shot to the midsection, or maybe his arm. But Case took a lot of hits earlier in the season. He told us this week he's just starting to, feel healthy and feel like himself. You definitely don't want him taking too many of those hits.
Pressure coming. Cookis steps up through it. Cookis going to scramble, and he takes another hit. He's been better about not taking those shots. He wanted the first down that time as JoJo Tillery stepped up to stick him, and it's 4th down.
Dexter Williams, I see you, big fella. You see Dexter, the running back right here. What great pass pro. Again, protecting your quarterback, taking on the defender in space, not allowing the dime blitzer to get to Case Cookis. But Case, come on, man. Don't take those hits.
4th and 2. And this is Hairulahu on the 1 hop. It's Davion Davis. And Davis out across the 40. So 14-10. Cookis forced a punt. Magoo back to the field. So I want to catch you up on how Skip Holtz found his quarterback. If you go back to October 15th, 2016, it wasn't exactly yesterday. You got to go back a few years here. Alex Magoo and Skip Holtz actually played against each other. Magoo was the starting quarterback for FIU, Florida International University. Skip Holtz, the head coach at Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech won the game, but Magoo sort of went off and caught coach's attention, ends up drafting him in the USFL.
That's how this football world works, Jack. Oftentimes you're kind of scouting the other players from the teams you play against. You see he had some pretty big games against Coach Holtz.
My favorite part was Magoo told the story. I threw well over 300 yards. Holtz told the story, over 400 yards.
They meant combined.
It gets better. Every year that goes by, it gets a little bit better. Right up the middle here, this is going to break off some yards. Marable breaks the tackle inside the 35-yard line. He rumbles. Stallions coming back to try to take the lead.
C.J. Marable. Hello, young man. Just an inside zone. Wait for it to clear and explode to the second level. See that little hesitation? That's allowing his offensive line to work.
Magoo on the ball to his tight end. It's Thaddeus Moss, Randy Moss's son, who has been more of a blocking tight end. This time lays out and has it.
I know Randy Moss don't want us to talk about his son as far as blocking, but I tell you one thing, this was a heck of a catch. You see him in the slot screaming down the football field and gets his hands in a position where we call this a pinky-to-pinky catch right there. That's a very difficult catch. Moss showing the hands.
Yes. Omaha. Ready, set.
Got all the tight ends in the game here. Marable tries the middle, bounces to the outside. The ball comes out, ball's loose. Stars are on it. Stars recover inside the 5-yard line. Cody Brown with the hit and Joel DeBlanco with the recovery. It is Philly football.
This Philadelphia Stars defense has been opportunistic all day. That's the second fumble they've recovered. The Stars, they're on fire.
Yep.
Well, everything felt good on that drive for Birmingham until everything felt bad. 2 takeaways now for this Philly defense. Both fumbles, one by Magoo, now one by Marable.
Again, and when you saw where they got the football, they started by just running the football, right? Get an explosive run by C.J. Marable. Then they go into a tempo type of an offense, right? Get right on the football. Beautiful dime pass to Thaddeus Moss with the catch. And then the fumble. And it's been kind of the same rhythm for this Birmingham Stallions offense all day. They look good at times, and then it's just that one mistake toward the end of drives that really makes the offense not look good.
And Magoo's been so good at protecting the football through the air. He doesn't throw many interceptions, but now it's the fumbles that are creeping up to bite. Cookus hands it. Dexter Williams gets the ball across the 5.
It's a good play by Rashad Smith, linebacker for the Birmingham Stallions. Again, we talk about Dexter Williams continuing to be the bell cow for this Philadelphia Stars offense. It's a good play. Just you want to get the ball off your goal line a little bit, get some space so that you can attack downfield.
Yeah, trips to the left of Cookus. Cookus trying to work opposite and has Coleman wide open, and Coleman has the football out across the 40. Stayed on his feet. He stayed in bounds. Crosses midfield. Corey Coleman is putting on a clinic on the outside.
What a throw, what a route concept, and an even better catch by Corey Coleman. A double move. We call this a sluggo, a slant and a go right here. And he does a good job of, with speed, attacking the outside of the defender, allowing space for Case Cookus to just drop this ball right over his shoulder. Again, Jack, we talked about earlier today, Corey Coleman, he looks faster today for whatever reason. Big explosive pass play by the Philadelphia Stars.
To the outside, completion, but immediately stopped up by JoJo Tillery. That was Terry Wright on the grab.
And again, you go back to that play, and again, you're going to see the safety here. He's going to rotate this way, and this safety is going to rotate down, right? Having all the coverage over here, leaving one-on-one on the backside. This is pivotal. This is critical to the Bob Andrews type offense. When you have a coverage dictator like a Corey Coleman, it makes playing quarterback just a little easier. And when he is open like that, you throw it up, and you allow this young man to go eat.
Blitz comes, Cookus steps up into it, and Cookus throws one low, and it is going to be incomplete. Nate Brooks had a chance for a diving interception and could not make the grab.
Tremendous pressure from this Birmingham Stallions defensive front. Again, you're going to have this whole offensive line just kind of back up into Case Cookus' lap. Case got to be careful throwing that ball late across the middle. Again, sometimes you just don't want to see your starting quarterback take hits like that. Sometimes it's better to just take the football and cover up.
So after the big chunk to Coleman, 3rd long, blitz once again, Cookus. He doesn't hesitate and fires incomplete. He's looking for Corey Coleman one more time. Coverage was better. It's Brian Mills who was stride for stride.
Yeah, that was good defense by the Stallions. But I tell you one thing, this kid Dexter Williams, he is putting on a clinic in pass pro. Watch this cut block right there. Oh, get out of here. Dime blitzer, you won't touch my quarterback. And again, Case Cookus working up in the pocket. That's a good base, just nobody open.
And a fair catch called for by Davis, and right there at the 16-yard line. So no points to show for the Coleman chunk. Still a 4-point game, Philly on top. We got a new season, America Ninja Warrior. For the first time ever, ninjas, they're going to race side by side. Season like no other. Ninja Warrior premieres Monday, NBC, and streaming on Peacock. I know you like that show too.
I really do. It's really cool that they're racing this time, right? So you're not on the course by yourself, right? That's pretty cool, man. My man Akbar. Doing a little hosting.
Well, you mentioned Corey Coleman could get back to the league. All he's got to do is put up some numbers. How about 4 receptions, 107, and a touchdown? He looks springy.
Yes, he does.
Magoo looking for his running back and Ricky Person. And he's going to make the catch. Not much room to go, though.
Yeah, I think he may have lost the yard on that one, actually. That ball looked like it was a little bit behind the line of scrimmage.
Viking Reed, 14.
But at some point, this Birmingham Stallions offense, they're going to have to take a shot downfield, threaten this secondary of the Philadelphia Stars to create a little space.
Here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah, 3 again.
Hey, Omaha. Ready, set.
Alex Magoo from the shotgun. Penalty marker flies, and he is hit before he can do anything with that football. Darius Hodge in the backfield to meet him.
Let's check out what this flag is.
Offside. Defense, number 98, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Ali Fayyad, he's ready to get after the quarterback, get after Alex Magoo. Just right in the middle, right there. You see him. Actually, no, he's the defensive end. He's lined up. It looked like he was on that red line.
Hey, push out, push
Like
out.
a quarterback draw.
Omaha. Ready, set.
2nd and 5, hand it off. This is Ricky Person, who breaks the tackle and then runs into Gabe Sewell, who brings him to the ground. It'll be a 3rd and a long yard.
Gabe Sewell has brought his big boy pads today, Jack. Every single time he makes contact with anybody, an offensive lineman, a tight end, a running back on a tackle, you go backwards. Watch this tackle right. Boom. Right? The forward momentum of the back stops and goes the other way. It's a really good play by a physical defense and a physical middle linebacker in Gabe Sewell.
Look at this formation right here. Nothing but power behind Magoo. Magoo hands it away. Person with the football. Nice blocks and a nice 1st down carry. Old school formation still works in the new school.
Yes, it does. You know, being a former fullback, and also I played for Penn State. We had plays like this. Again, you're just going to see a lead block, another lead block, and just run right up in there. Old school isolation and just find a way to get a couple of yards. See this offensive line, see the surge, see the double teams. And again, this is what you call creating leverage in the run game when you have that many double teams so a running back can run behind them.
Omaha. Ready, set.
On 1st down, Magoo's rolling. He has to get outside of that defensive end and is broken up down the sideline. Stanford Samuel's got his hand on the ball. He's looking for Sternberger, and more flags fly.
It'll be 2nd down. They're going to want that. He wants that? Okay. Holding. Offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty. 1st down. Correction, number 67.
Again, when you look at this offense and understand exactly what it's trying to do, you got a hole right here on Adam Rodriguez on the back end right there. They called it, but you can see Skip Holtz making a concerted effort to get Alex Magoo outside of the pocket where he can threaten the defense with his legs or that big arm pushing the ball downfield.
Hey, Omaha. Ready, set.
So now a 1st and 20. Magoo steps up through that pocket, has a receiver with plenty of room in front. It's Davion Davis. Can they catch him? Yes, they will. Ran him down at the 10. There was nobody back there. Evan Worthington had to run him down, and he did the job. But it was all Davion Davis first.
Great job by Alex Magoo, understanding the pressure. You're going to see a pocket form right here. You're just going to see Alex climb up in the pocket. But what you love about when he climbs up in the pocket is that a guy with wheels like Alex Magoo does not run the football. He kept his eyes downfield. He stayed a passer. And usually, especially for this Birmingham Stallions offense, this is where the explosive passes come from. You see his eyes right there, not worried about the rush, not worried about anything, but getting the explosive pass play to Davion Davis.
And this could be a bad play getting worse for Philly as well. Channing Stribling, all USFL corner from a season ago, was trying to run down Davis, and he pulled up, and he's walking very slowly over towards the sideline.
Wow, yeah, that would be a big blow for this Philadelphia Stars defense. In my opinion, he's their best defensive back. He reminds me of my old teammate Richard Sherman, and I'm not just talking about the locks. I'm talking about how they, you know, what they are, how long they are, how they play defense. They're playmakers. They always have an eye to the quarterback, so they always know how to get their hands on the football. You see him pull up right there. You hope he's okay. Guy has a lot of ability. Yeah. Don't want to speculate on what that is, but that definitely looks like a lower body injury, possibly a pull somewhere or strain.
Great hustle, though, by those
is.
DBs just to give them an opportunity in this red area. First and goal for Birmingham. CJ Marable checks back in at running back.
Highly probable. Omaha, Omaha! Ready, set!
Marable gets the football, and he's going to run into a trio of Stars defenders led by Chris Nelson. So Birmingham in the red zone, they're used to scoring touchdowns. Today, though, just 1 for 3.
Yeah, situational football hadn't been great for the Birmingham offense. But at the end of the day, they take away some of these turnovers and self-inflicted wounds, and they may have a different score and some different outcomes.
Hey, Omaha, Omaha! Ready, set!
Magoo hands it off again. Marable almost looked just like the play that he fumbled not too long ago, and this time brought down with the football. But it's going to be 3rd and goal. It's going to be 3rd and a long goal as Joey Alfieri made the tackle in this 3rd quarter, winding to a close.
Stars defense playing well. They're playing better situational football today than they've played in the past.
That is the end of the 3rd
To
quarter.
the other side of the field we go. It is a 4-point game. It just feels like 2 of the best teams in the league. A rematch of the championship on a Saturday afternoon. Life's good in the USFL. So 2 of the best teams in season number 1 look like 2 of the best teams in season number 2 as well. That's how the game has shaken out so far. 21 points in that first half, just 3 in the 3rd quarter. Those belong to Birmingham. So it's a 4-point game. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 10 to begin this 4th quarter.
Hey, Omaha, Omaha!
See if Jay Sternberger can find the ball on this drive.
Magoo looking for his tight end, and that is reeled in for the touchdown. Look at you calling things. Jay Sternberger with the grab, with the score. Birmingham with the lead.
Jay Sternberger, the security blanket for Alex Magoo. A mismatch or a matchup nightmare for anyone. Here he is right here. Just going to see him get to the back of the end zone and catch this ball in the middle of the field. Watch him at the top of the route, just attacking the defender and just separating at the last minute. Great throw by Alex Magoo. I knew at some point they were going to figure out a way to find Jay Sternberger. This guy's amazing.
Come on, man. How'd you know that?
It's red zone.
That's exactly
It's
right.
red zone, right? That's a nightmare, and he's been great.
Well, you could have told you that extra point would be good as well. Brandon Aubrey right down the middle. 17-14 Birmingham. You knew they wouldn't be down long. They have the lead once again.
And we saw earlier in the first half, we saw Coach Holtz kind of talking to Jace like, dude, just run your offense. This is the offense that we have, and it's going to be set up for you. And you saw in the red zone, Jace just being patient. We talked to Alex Magoo earlier this week. He talked about, look, he's not, Jace is not a guy that's going to be in my ear saying, I need the ball, I need the ball, I need the ball. He just does his work, and he gets open, and it's my job to find him.
He looked like he was like 50 yards deep. Oh, no, he wasn't.
Well, that was some response by Alex Magoo, and all the scoring of this second half has belonged to Birmingham. It's a hard team to beat.
It is.
It's a hard team to beat. This is what the
beat.
championship was like, too. It was just back and forth and back and forth. And Case Cookus was still in the game. When the Stars had the lead, he was hurt, and then Birmingham went on to win the championship. It feels that same kind of way.
It really does, Jack. And when you have a quarterback, which both of these teams have, when you have a quarterback that you feel confident in and coming back from behind or leading your team in 2-minute drives, it just gives you all the confidence in the world to go out there and have a game plan that can help you win these games.
It's Brandon Aubrey to Terry Wright. And Terry Wright has some speed, and he brings it out across the 40. Let's check in with Zurich.
The Birmingham quarterbacks have a book club going right now. Head coach Skip Holtz has them reading Chop Wood, Carry Water, How to Fall in Love with the Process of Being Great. After each chapter, a different player is tasked with presenting 3 to 4 top points. Alex Magoo told me his favorite message is, when you are under pressure, you do not rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training.
The ball's above your head, I'm not throwing you the ball.
Well, that is just who this team is, isn't it, Zora? I mean, Coach Holtz, the quarterback room, that's exactly who they are. And they feel like they want to make life as uncomfortable as possible in practice so that the games is where they can be comfortable on that last drive. Cookus looking for Overton and complete.
And you're absolutely right, Jack. I mean, to be able to have that in your mind, to be able to choose when you are uncomfortable, that's something that I learned from Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll used to always tell us, we're going to make practice so difficult for you that games, you can't wait for game day because it's going to be that much easier. And it's really just, it's a psychological game you play with yourself so that you can make sure you have the best version of yourself on game day.
The psychology checks out. You got a ring in Seattle. Skip Holtz got a ring.
Absolutely.
In the USFL. Cookus hands it away. Dexter Williams, who has been playing hard since coming in from Colburn, who was hurt early on, is moving forward. Elijah Sullivan made the stop.
Got some pushing and shoving down there. Both of these teams, they understand the moment. They understand who they're playing. It's a little bad blood between these two teams down there, Jack.
No, nope, I'm not. Nope, not gonna do it.
Goodbye me.
See Overton up at the top. There you go. There you go. That's wide receiver and DB. They're just saying hi to each other, guys.
Cookus outside complete. Circling back upfield is Gray, and now he takes it inside the 35-yard line before Tyree Robinson made the tackle, but Devin Gray getting going. Nice play to break loose after the grab.
Devin Gray, he's so great in space. You see him right here in the slot. He's going to figure out a way to get to his out route and just be available for Case Cookus. But again, watch the catch, watch the move. Gets right upfield. I'd like the ball to be in the other arm, but that's okay. He's a wide receiver. It's okay. But this is what you like to see. The strain from your guys on the outside and the ability to make plays.
Here's Williams, and not much room to operate. Nate Holley and DeAndre Tillman get him on the ground pretty quickly.
The Stallions defense, again, they've been going after it all day long. They haven't been able to get many stops in the backfield on the run game for the Philadelphia Stars offense. They hadn't been able to bring Case down as much as they would have liked to. But it's the situational football. They have to be strong when they get down in the red zone. Something Skip Holtz told us they work on every single week.
Empty look, Cookus, complete. Working right over the middle to Gray again. He's loved those slant routes, and he's right at that line to gain, and the chains are moving.
There you go, Devin Gray again in space. There he is right there. just good at knowing exactly what he needs to do to get the first down, catches the ball with all hands, and fights to get position, fights to get the extra yardage, to get the touchdown. The ball was on time. The ball came out of Case Cookis' hands the way it's supposed to, and he didn't get hit. That's what you like in your quarterback.
Cookis gives to Williams, and he's going to try to just push that pile forward with some success.
Again, Dexter Williams, he's taken over as the lead back. Matthew Colburn, the #1 back for this Philadelphia Stars team, he's out. He got hurt a little bit earlier in the game. I think Dexter's been doing a great job, man. He's been running the football hard, falling forward. He's been excellent in pass pro, which you got to be excellent in pass pro when you have a quarterback like Case Cookis who likes to stand tall in the pocket and push the ball downfield.
2nd and 7. Cookis back to the air. Complete again. It's been the favorite route. DeAndre Overton catches this slant. And they were very high on Drew Himmelman. I actually ran into a few of the offensive assistant coaches for the Stars right here in the hallway before kickoff. And they said, this guy is massive. Look at the height weight, 6'9", 316 pounds. They feel like he absolutely has an NFL future ahead of him. And he solidified things up front for this offensive line. Really struggled before he arrived.
Absolutely. Bart Andrews told us this week, when Drew Himmelman got here, he was the missing piece. He was the missing link. He has great extension when he puts hands on a defender. And what I love about him, Jack, is in pass pro, he can anchor. And what I mean by anchor, it means you can put your feet in the ground and you can hold up to a bull rush by some of these great pass rushers in the USFL.
19 sacks the first 4 games, just 5 sacks the last 3 games for that group up front.
And part of that is Case Cookis processing faster, getting the ball out of his hands faster. Coach Bart Andrews calling a game where he has an answer early in the progression, so Case is not just stuck with the football.
Tristan Taylor in at right tackle. Burton checked out of the game. Give it to Williams on 3rd and inches. And that offensive line has enough push and another first down for Philly.
It's a good second effort by Dexter Williams right there. Initially, when he encountered a little contact, he did not have the first down. But as you can see on the second burst, on the second drive right there, you see him get the football across and get the first down. That's the type of effort that's required in this offense.
Let's go, get out there, get out, 10.
So under 10 in this 4th quarter. 1st and goal. Down 3 are the Stars, and they're on the drive. And whistles blew before the snap.
Delay of game. Offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, you see Case right there kind of hit his helmet. He knows it was on him. You can see the play clock. You can either rush the guys to the line or you can call the timeout. Well, Case wish he had that one back.
Come here. Hey, easy. Hey, check.
Cookis in control. Protection's great. He has all day rolling. And Cookis just lets it fly out of bounds.
It's good coverage on the back end by the Birmingham Stallions. There was no one open. Everybody had a defender. Every receiver, every eligible receiver had a defender around them with help. There's just no good passes right here. See Case trying to figure out a way to scramble around and get the ball to somebody. And you know the great thing about that play, Jack, he didn't get hit. He threw the ball away. You love it.
Hey, shift it, Bert. Mike's not done.
Cookis gives it to Williams. And Williams able to pick up about 3 yards, going right up the middle. Jojo Ozugo, there to make the tackle. And this is a big 3rd and goal upcoming.
It's a big 3rd and goal coming up. It's a big hit at the end of this play too, Jack. Okay. A little bit of a hit by Elijah Sullivan on the back. It's been a physical game. Let's see if the Philadelphia Stars can punch it in.
Cook is pressure in his face, somehow gets away from it. Now he's on the run. Cook is going to lower that shoulder and take a couple of hits as he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Nate Holley on the tackle. Hybrid linebacker / safety for this Birmingham Stallions. But again, Case Cook is showing he's one of the guys, right? He wants it just like everybody else. Lowers his shoulder, trying to get as many yards as possible. I just don't like my quarterback taking hits like that, especially if it wasn't a lot of yards to get on the play.
It's in his nature. You know it is.
It is in his nature.
A little pressure opportunity for Luis Aguilar, who has been the money man under heat, and he remains that guy. Tie ball game. So Case Cookus takes him down the field, can't get the touchdown, but he sets up his college kicker in Aguilar, and we are all laced at 17. (17-17), under 8 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. The Birmingham Stallions, they will get the football. Be Hairulahu sending us deep. On the other side, it's Deion Kane, who has been the best return man by the numbers in the USFL as the ball rolls off the tee.
Jack, there's been 3 USFL returns for touchdowns. Deion Kane has 2 of them. Okay, I would say the guy's pretty electric.
He's up there with anytime Isaiah Henney.
There you go.
Those are 2 of the best.
Yes, they are.
Deion Kane from inside is 10. Here comes Kane. Gas pedals out across the 35-yard line.
We see Alex Magoo today, and really what I've been impressed with is what he's been doing all season, right? Buying time, using those legs to put the ultimate amount of pressure on the defense. You see it right there again. Look how long Magoo has to throw the football, right? That's almost 4 seconds from the snap to throw the football. And then again, right here, this is great play design. This is understanding what the defense is doing. This is standing in the pocket and dropping a dime to Jay Sternberger. This offense, if they can continue to be explosive like this, they can find a little bit of a run game with C.J. Marable.
Move.
They may find some success later.
Hey, 52. Turbo, sit!
Here's Magoo on the roll. And Magoo back to his tight end, Jay Sternberger. And Sternberger takes it inside Stars territory. So the man who leads the USFL in touchdown receptions in the clutch, getting the Stallions going.
Again, the Skip Holtz saying, you know what? We have a great tight end. Let's figure out a way to make sure he gets the football. Again, this is a flood zone type of a concept. You have multiple receivers in the same zone of the Philadelphia Stars defense, moving the pocket, getting Alex Magoo on the edge, and finding a throwing lane, getting an explosive pass play.
Yep, Omaha! Ready, sit!
Magoo hands it off, C.J. Marable. And Marable is going to be stopped. Forward progress was stopped. It'll be second down. It's Joey Alfieri over there defensively.
Alfieri, good team defense by the Philadelphia Stars right there. Using the sideline as an extra defender, setting the edge, forcing the ball to bounce, and then rallying to the tackle.
That's me. I swear to God, he said even. I was like, don't touch him, I'm gonna cut him.
And we got an injury. Looks like LeBrian Ray, who's shaken up.
Brian Ray has been a force over the last few weeks for the Stars defensive line. They would hope that he's not super banged up. If he's out for any extended period of time, his presence will be missed on that defensive front. See that big arm, the elbow pad right there. You ever been hit with one of those? Man, I have. Doesn't feel good, right? Running through the defensive line. Sometimes guys put a knee brace on their elbow. They're so big.
Never had a reason to wear something like that, to be honest.
It's all good.
2nd and 8. Coming down to 6.
Ready, set.
Here's Magoo. Magoo fires, and that is incomplete. He's looking for the trusted hands of Davion Davis and cannot connect. 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. This play should have been, this pass probably should have been caught. See, there you go right there. Got Davion Davis, just a little hitch route. Alex Magoo a little off on the play. Looked like Davion said it was his fault.
So here's an opportunity for the Stars defensively. Instead, flip it to Marable. And Marable is going to be near that line. Tackles made by Joshua Moon. It is going to be 4th down upcoming.
It's a big 4th down. Do you go for it or do you play the field position game? Looks like the Stallions may be kicking a field goal.
Got that all-USFL kicker a season ago, and Brandon Aubrey. Trust him to try and give you the lead. Aubrey's kick is drifting and good. Enough to hang on.
Yes, it was. That was really close.
So the special teams in year number 2, they have been very good, and Aubrey stays good. So take you around the USFL. Houston got the win over Pittsburgh, and remember, a Philly win. Memphis beats New Jersey. That game tomorrow. Then Philly can clinch a playoff spot. So that is what's upcoming. Then Michigan and New Orleans as well. Both those games on Fox tomorrow.
Okay, Philly. So they're playing for something today, right? To clinch a playoff berth, need a little help. But this team is almost following the same script as last year, Jack. They started slow, and then something happened midway through the season, and they just caught fire, and before you knew it, they win the championship game.
Aubrey send it deep, and Terry Wright on the other side of it's a short kick. And Wright steps up into his blockers and brings it out across the 45.
Those pop-up kicks are it's a way to kind of take Terry Wright out of the game, because when you kick it deep, that kid hits it with a lot of speed, and he usually gets the ball past the 50.
So under 4.5 to play. What's the offensive philosophy here for Bart Andrus and Case Cookus?
Well, about 4.5 to play. You're at the 50-yard line. Again, I run my offense. I slow play it. I'm not rushing.
Let's go.
Because you want to leave as minimal time on the clock for Alex Magoo and this Stallions offense as possible.
Here's Cookus. Pocket is perfect and has a completion. It's Devin Gray down the sideline. And Devin Gray is having a great second half.
Yes, he is. I say all of that. And then it's an explosive pass play by Case Cookus and Devin Gray. You're just going to see a little sail route here by Devin Gray. The protection was amazing. The quick play action fake helped him out. And just a dime thrown by Case Cookus. Devin Gray is having a day again, a guy that is excellent in space, understanding where he is on the field in his relation to the sideline. Got an explosive pass.
Empty look for Cookus. And Cookus fires. It's complete once again. These quick throws have just killed Birmingham. DeAndre Overton with the grab and takes it inside the 10.
Looks like the size of DeAndre Overton and some of these slot receivers for the Philadelphia Stars. Seems like the size of these guys are giving this Birmingham Stallions defense some issues. You see DeAndre Overton right there. I mean, this is a big receiver running a post route, catching it through some traffic, and then carrying a couple of defenders 5 yards.
Hey, Bear, 5-0! 5-0! Ready? Work it!
Here's Cookus flushed. On the roll, complete to his running back, into the end zone goes Dexter Williams.
Cookis with the playmaking ability. We talked earlier in the game about Case Cookis using his legs a little bit more to attack the defense. He uses his legs in this play just to get out of some trouble, rolls to his right. There was an all-out blitz. You see Williams almost falls to the ground, but stays up, stays available for his quarterback, and gets in the end zone. There you go. Case Cookis pulling away from defenders and still throws an accurate football. The Philadelphia Stars get in the end zone.
How about the day of Dexter Williams? It's Luis Aguilar on for the extra point, and he sneaks it through. He comes in for the star, Matt Colburn. As you said, he's been blocking great for his quarterback in Cookis, and he rewards him with the go-ahead score. As he always is, Case Cookis very clutch on that last drive, and he is with Zora over there on the bench.
Case, how intentional was it to get the ball out early on that last drive?
Yeah, absolutely, right? Like, when you're down, you know, they can kind of pin their ears back, time kind of running down. They know we're in some throwing situations. We ended up going a 7-man pro first play. Deb did a great job running a route, and then, you know, we were able to continue to make a couple throws in a row, and then Dex punched it in.
What was specifically done on that last touchdown to make it happen?
You know, so they brought up pressure. They peeled an end, so I had to get outside the pocket. And then Dex did just a good job to keep working. Kind of ran into his guy and then still looked for the back for the ball. Did a great job getting in. He's our only running back today. He's been battling in this weather. It's been awesome. He's been a heck of a teammate.
Thank you, Case.
Thank you.
All right, Zora, thank you very much. Case does not miss any details. He remembered everything that happened on that last drive. I really liked that we were talking to Ladarius Wiley. It was one of their great safeties about Case. And he said he's just unapologetically him. He's so authentic. He's goofy. He's kind of funny. He's always upbeat. But he's earned the respect of the offense and the entire team because he's just him all the time.
And he's one of the guys. He doesn't have, you know, so you get into some situations where some quarterbacks, you know, they want to be handled a little bit differently because they are the quarterback. Not Case. He is one of the guys in the locker room. Anybody can come up and talk to him. And he has a great story. He always seems to be smiling and having a great time. That's what you want in your quarterback.
Ready, set.
Can Magoo answer? Starts with a completion. Setting up his tight end, coming right across the formation. And then he is stopped up. That's Chris Nelson as well as Gabe Sewell getting Petway on the ground.
Yeah, that's Deion Kane on the catch. And the Stars defense wanted to make sure they got hats and shoulder pads on him early because, again, that kid is explosive. You get him going with some field in front of him, he can go the distance.
Here's Magoo. Magoo complete. Adrian Hardy. Hardy runs into a couple Stars defenders. Evan Worthington put a hit on him. You see, they got an injury down. I believe that is Evan Worthington.
You hope Evan is okay. A sure tackler for this Stars defense. Plays safety for him. Can play inside nickel at times. Don't know what the injury is, but the way they're stretching him, it might be a cramp. See Evan on this last tackle, like he's trying to get up. Makes the tackle. Can't really see what happened there, but the way they were stretching him, Jack, you would think that it's, you know, a muscle or cramping or something like that.
But those DBs are the key communicators, like we said earlier.
Absolutely.
Where that green dot in the helmet, get all the communication coming in through those guys. Ladarius Wiley, Evan Worthington, Cody Brown as well. Been the strength of that defense for the entirety of the season.
Absolutely. And again, it's warm out here. You see Corey Coleman on the sideline getting those calves kind of stretched out and getting it rubbed down. You know what I used to do, Jack, before I played? Oh my goodness, is that the real temperature? 155, 156 on the field. Those rubber pellets that Pereira and I always talk about, they get warm.
150 what?
That can't be right.
Dang, 156. Turf pellets. All right, here's Magoo. And Magoo fires. That's caught. Davion Davis. And Davion Davis is that trusted target. Says his security blanket. Doesn't matter what the coverage is. Davis is open. He takes us to the 2-minute warning. Down to the wire we're coming. In Birmingham, Alabama, 24-20. The Philly Stars with the lead under 2. Oh, this guy, look at this. What a hat that is. That's a genius move right there.
That's ingenious right there.
You got the 155-degree field temperature they just showed there. And don't forget to vote for the USFL Players of the Week. Every Sunday night, USFL Twitter account will tweet out a poll featuring all the nominees, offensive, defensive, special teams Player of the Week, and winners are announced every Tuesday. A lot of good options to choose from after this game.
Absolutely. And 2 great options will be these 2 quarterbacks.
Yep.
Both of these guys very efficient, putting the ball in the end zone. No turnovers, no interceptions thrown. Both passer ratings over 120. And it just seems like whoever has the ball last, whichever quarterback has the ball last, will come away the victor.
Magoo's career high, 301. Can he run that down? Magoo looking for a short pass, and that falls incomplete. He's looking for Davion Davis, and they cannot connect.
Well, the Philadelphia Stars defense, what they're doing is they're playing back a little bit, and then anything any pass that happens in front of them, they're just playing downhill, making it very tough for receivers to get their hands on the ball on the underneath routes.
Black. Hey, Omaha. Ready, set.
Here's Magoo. Magoo pressured immediately, and Magoo is brought down. It was a beautiful spin move put on Adam Rodriguez, who is the best pass rusher for the Stars, second in the USFL with 9 sacks last year. This is some Dwight Freeney type stuff.
Oh my goodness, Jack, that spin move was funky. Oh my goodness, and I mean in a good way. You see Adam Rodriguez right here go upfield, and then the counter move, the spin, leaves him wide open in a clear path to Alex Magoo. Look at that spin. You mentioned Dwight Freeney. That was Dwight Freeney-like.
3rd and 15 for Magoo, and pressure in his face again. He's just going to check it down to Marable and make them tackle him, which they do. So now a decision coming.
Don't know if it's much decision, Jack. I think you got to go for this one. You're down by 4. You're not so sure about your defense stopping the other quarterback that's happening day to day. This is the game right here.
The only decision is the play call, and it's a big one. You think they might use one of these timeouts to think about it, and they're not just gonna go. Let Magoo have it. Magoo scrambles, and Magoo is complete. It's his tight end, Jay Sternberger, who has been phenomenal. Ladarius Wiley with the hit, but here come those Stallions.
Wow, what a throw. What a catch. Alex Magoo, nobody open at first, but again, it's the fact that he moves out of the pocket, he uses those legs, and keeps his eyes downfield. Look at Jay Sternberger. Good push off, hand up, I'm open. Catches the ball with all hands and takes the big hit. We got a game, Jack. Huh? You asked for it, man. We got a game.
2 of the best, toe-to-toe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got 3 timeouts. All right? We got to get up on the ball. We got to work quick, okay, with what we're doing. We're going to have 2 timeouts left, okay? If we don't get in the end zone, I'll call timeout. We'll rack it. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. What do you like down here? What do you like? I've got Coach. I'm over here. Okay.
Call your best play.
I'm going to go. What? Here we go. Rex, Florida, 41-2. Yeah, Rex, Florida, 41-2. Good. Thank you. Did you see him?
Here you go. Yeah, Lex.
Lex.
Yes.
What?
41. Florida, 41.
Just listening to that exchange, it makes me want to go play football for Coach Holtz. I mean, he's asking, what do you guys want? What do you like? And he calls what they want. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We talk about that separator for Birmingham. That's that separator right there. Absolutely. See if they can pay it off. Magoo steps up in that pocket, hits his wide receiver, and Deion Kane, and he takes it inside the 10 before he is brought down. See if they want to use that timeout right here, and it appears they will.
Yeah, they'll use one timeout.
Charge time of the half.
See what they're saying now.
30 seconds at least.
6. All right, and you're getting one-on-one on the outside. They're bracketing inside, outside. You know what I mean? The
Coach.
insides. Yeah.
You go. You do that. That means
no. Run roller.
No. No. I mean, hurry. No. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You got it.
Okay. Okay.
I just saw the replay. I'm gonna make a play.
Look at my light.
Not worried about it.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Rio. Here we go. Let's go, Rob.
Go, Rob. 26 hot.
Huh?
Rob, 26 hot. 4 to 26 hot.
Rio.
Rio.
Run it.
Hey, let's go. Hey. 4 to 26 on hot. I want ready. No, Rio.
That's how you collectively come up with the right play call. Wow.
Hey, Omaha. Ready, set.
Here's Magoo towards the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. The go-ahead touchdown. It will be to LaMichael Petway. Crowds on their feet.
Wow. LaMichael Petway with potentially the game-winning score. Just what we call a fade stop, right? Get in the end zone, use that big body, and catch the football. It was Amani Dennis on the coverage, one of the better coverage cornerbacks in the USFL. What a play. We've been talking about LaMichael Petway all day. He's listed as a tight end, but he's really a big receiver. He showed his versatility on that touchdown.
The extra point to try to make this a 3-point Birmingham lead from Brandon Aubrey. Right down the middle.
Oh, wow. Let's see how LaMichael Petway got open for this route. Again, press coverage by Amani Dennis. Again, it's a fade route. It's a fade route. No, it's not. I'm going to break it off to the pylon. It's a good play call. A great throw by Alex Magoo. LaMichael Petway with the great feet gets in the end zone. Look at Alex Magoo. Yeah, coach. We collectively came up with that play. Great job, Amani Dennis upset. Still time on the clock for Case Cookers and the Stars offense to see if they can score 3 points or more. But what a drive by the Stallions.
Championship type drive.
That's a championship type drive and championship type poise from Coach Holtz and his quarterback, Alex Magoo.
And the dialogue between the two of them all drive along
it's
as
awesome
good as it gets.
Because you see Magoo at first, he's like, you know what? You call it, coach. Don't put this on me. And then they collectively came up with the right answer.
This is a good kick brought in by Terry Wright. And right out across the 25-yard line, but he's going to burn some of that clock here, trying to put a return together. So a couple timeouts for Philly. Try something deep right here. What's the strategy? Aguilar's been a weapon in the kicking game.
Yeah, he has been a weapon in the kicking game. You call a play where you do have an alert, where you could throw the ball deep on a one-on-one type of a scenario. But at the end of the day, you're trying to get completions. You have 2 timeouts. You just need to know the mark that you need to get to so that you can give Aguilar a chance.
Terry Wright slow off the field following that return.
Yeah, pretty good returner in this league. Again, he hits it with speed. You hope he's okay. Let's see what the Stars offense and Case Cook is, what they can do to answer.
So we have had an offensive explosion in the fourth quarter. Here's Cookus. Cookus pressured and just lucky to get this football away. Took a big hit, shoved backwards. That defensive front was in his face as soon as he got to his drop.
Yeah, you see Case Cookus right there taking a shot. Drops back, checks deep, understanding he probably wasn't going to be able to get outside the pocket. Takes a big hit. Those don't feel good, especially when you're down and you need a play to win the game.
Crowd is on their feet. 2nd and 10. Here's Cookus trying to get away from the pressure, and there's nowhere for him to escape to. Willie Yarbrough got him on the ground.
It's not much open for Case Cookus on this play.
Philadelphia. 30 seconds.
Again, these are deeper routes, so you have to have the time and the blocking up front to allow the routes downfield to develop.
Now, like we did in practice.
This offensive line, they've been playing better as of late, but they're just not built to uphold pass protection for 4 and 5 seconds. Pass rush has been trying to get after Case Cookus all day. Finally, here in the fourth quarter, they're starting to hit home.
And Yarbrough had that monster game in the championship as well with 2 sacks. Now to try to put this game away, he gets Case Cookus on the ground. 3rd and 10. Philly just has 1 timeout to work with. Here's Cookus, who takes a big shot right as he releases it. And they're trying to get that timeout off. You got the clock down to 2. And it appears they'll give him that timeout. Burns over there making the tackle, and Cookus was laid out once again.
How in the world did Case Cookus get this ball out? Wow, what a hit. See Case kind of taking a slight roll right there, but as he throws it, defender right in his stomach.
3rd and final charge time of the half. Philadelphia. 30 seconds and late.
And again, those hits all game start to take a cumulative effect later on in the game. Alex McGooey's feeling it right now.
Got to play lateral ball here. I don't. Cookus has got a big arm. I don't think he's making it to the end zone from here. We'll find out.
I think you have to play lateral ball. I think you have to have some type of a play or end of game scenario, which every pro team, they practice these type of scenarios during their walkthroughs on the day before games. The likelihood of them working are very low though, but it's worth a shot.
Here's Cookus. Escapes the rush and launches downfield. Will make it to the 15 where it is intercepted. And this game is going to be put away by Nate Brooks. The comeback win for the Birmingham Stallions in front of the home crowd. This game was sensational.
Yes, it was. To see this Birmingham Stallions team and crowd and entire area come together, overcome some turnovers and some mistakes earlier in the game to come away with the win. Coach Holtz has to be proud about his team.
You heard that respect right there between Case Cookus and Coach Holtz. So we're going to have to get you in Canton. Already foreshadowing Championship Sunday.
Absolutely. These are great teams. similar styles of play. The roster's built similarly.
And Zora is with the hero of the game, and Alex Magoo.
Alex, down with a minute to go, you go to your head coach and you say, we'll make it happen. You do just that. What gives you confidence like that in these moments?
Well, I think it comes from practice. You know, I said it in our production meetings. You know, you don't stoop to the level of like, I forget what I said, I'm so tired, but had something to do with, like, when you're in the battle, you don't ever, like, it's not the first time you're experiencing it. And I just think we've been here before, and we knew what it was like to play under pressure, because we put pressure on ourselves. Coach puts it on us in practice, and, like, being uncomfortable is, like, you're always going to be uncomfortable. It's just where you choose to be uncomfortable is where it's really a problem. And he's about to dump water right on my But I just think Coach really instills practice is so important, and we've done that so many times that I knew whatever Coach called, we were going to execute perfectly.
You don't rise to the occasion, you stoop to the level of your training. I was listening to you. After the touchdown, you immediately run to your head coach. He just pours water on you. How has your relationship developed in the 2 years you've worked together?
Yeah, I'd run through a brick wall. I don't think I could, but I'd try. If he asked me to, I'd try to do that. And I just think because he's trusted me, you know. Even from last year, I was on 1 foot, you know, and I told him, you're going to get everything I got. Every play, and I think he gives us everything he has. You know, he doesn't have to do this anymore, and he comes out every day and he wants to be perfect every day, and that's why I'll never give him a half-butted effort, half-butt effort, and I'd run through a wall for him.
Alex, do you like to dance? You're wondering, I'm asking because on some of your plays, it looks like you're doing the cha-cha slide out there when you're trying to get out of the pocket and scramble. Where did you develop that?
It's all just reactionary. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time, and I'll watch it on film like, oh, wow, that was cool. Or, like, just things. But I do like to dance. I don't like to dance in front of people, but I do like to dance.
Well, you were doing that today. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, man. That interview was classic. Zora had gone to the book club. She knew what the saying was he was looking for. Able to help him out. So it's time for the player of the game, brought to you by Simply Spiked.
Yeah, Alex Magoo. I mean, almost over 350 yards of total offense. He did it all. 330 yards of that he did through the air, and just using his legs to totally attack the defense in every single facet. Those legs creating explosive opportunities on the outside. He had some bad plays, but he overcame those bad plays. Alex Magoo, he had a day, and he finished with a game-winning touchdown. Great job, young man.
And Coach Holtz was telling us the story about, you know, he got sprayed with the water, so then he had to go back and get his quarterback, and you saw that clip right there during the interview. A little payback. Cool. But it has been cool to watch that relationship grow, because it really was Jamar Smith that was his quarterback, and now Magoo obviously taking over. And he has Birmingham right there, 6-2, best record in the league. You think we may get a rematch?
It's possible. It's very possible. Got Philadelphia, they have to finish up. That South Division, man, it's tight.
Would you take Philly at this point over Memphis? Those two teams pretty good. We had that debate.
Yeah.
Good quarterback play. I don't know, man. Case Cookus. And there's that moment as he got his quarterback right
got
there.
Him. That is so awesome, man.
Well, these are still the best. That's for darn sure. Alex Magoo, Coach Holtz, and it has just been a revolving door. So many guys have been injured off the Stallions who already have a ring in season number 1, and they're getting it done. Next man up. And coming up next on the West Coast, it is your local news. From Mike Robinson, Zora Stevenson, our entire crew, I'm Jack Collinsworth saying so long from Birmingham. This game was amazing. 2 of the best head-to-head on a Saturday afternoon. Philly Stars gave it everything they had with the Birmingham Stallions. Stay on top.